Shalom, my love. Let's make something beautiful. Let's break our fast. I'll be using almond oil, cold press, 100% drizzle some in here. Let it get hot. Make our almond oil get hot. And I'll be using this uncured. And this is turkey. Applewood smoke uncured turkey bacon from this brand. And what it means to be uncured is it has no chemicals in it. It was preserved naturally. And you'll state over here needs to be fully cooked. And these are some thicker slices. Four pieces. These are roughly 8 pieces coming in. No, 7. My bad. 7 pieces. It smells so delicious. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of Italian spice to it just to bring it to life. A little bit of cayenne. Smells so good already. And this almond oil is gonna give it a nice flavor. Nice. And I will be using brown eggs. Real brown eggs, like this brown. And this is how I do my egg. Doctor it up. That's what I call it. Slice it up, make it nice. On the egg, I'm adding a sprinkle of fresh grated Parmesan. This is kind of like what the fresh one will look like. Good morning, family. Welcome from Amsterdam. How are you this morning? This is uncured smoked turkey bacon turkey. And I just added a sprinkle of cayenne and a sprinkle of Italian dried herbs on here just to give it some additional flavor. Just making something nice and healthy for my little Empress to go off to school. And I just decided to say hi, good morning to you all. And I'm using almond oil, so that's also going to give it a nicer flavor. And I have my brown eggs here, because that's what I brought up eating is brown eggs from pretty chickens, pretty colored chickens. So, and this just have some spice, some pepper flakes, have some dry herbs, pinch of sea salt, nothing too fancy. And so you're gonna need um my little Empress is a dancer, musician, a composer. She's gifted in the arts. So when you're dancing all day, you're gonna need a mixture. You also will need carbs. So that's why a lot of people forget, like it's not just always protein, protein. You need protein and carbs. You do a mix of both. And Here's some pancake mix. I'm gonna jazz it up. I always jazz it up, putting some cinnamon and some nutmeg in here. And if you have clove, you can also do a pinch of clove. That will also bring it all the way home. I was trying to find my clove. Yeah, your ground clove and nutmeg. I have the fresh nutmeg, but I didn't feel like grating it today. So we're gonna make our turkey bacons come to a nice crisp. We don't want them crispy. So this is after we're mixing it up. Mix it in before you add any water. Let's see what's going on with these babies. Time to flip them. Time to flip them. How are you doing? How is your day going so far? How was your night? Thank you for showing up to show some support. Much love onto you. Much love. I'm gonna put some dried parsley because I just love pretty, beautiful things. That's my thing. Okay, it's time to take these out. We have a nice plate ready. I'm gonna lift off the heat so stop cooking. You can finish the cooking process there on the plate. And I want to cook these turkey bacon first in this delicious oil, almond oil. I'm adding a little drip more. They don't produce its own, so yeah. And I have a mixture here of just some bell peppers. Gonna saute them in here. Saute them first so they can get some nice flavor going. And also, I'm putting in some spinach. I turned the heat down. I'm gonna add in some spinach. We're gonna saute it. And I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more of the almond oil on top, just to help things shrink down. Yeah. What I'm gonna do, add some spice, little flavor in here, just to give it a little thicker upper. Just a nice little upper, nothing too strong. And I'm also gonna add some smoke paprika. As you can see. Help bring home the flavor. Okay, our spinach is gonna shrink in flavor. Thank you. Gonna wipe off all my splashes in a minute. I love to cook nice and healthy. Has to be pretty and delicious. I love art. I'm like a food artist. The greener, the prettier. I love it. I love it. And I love caring for the people that's in my life. Anybody, I love to feed them, treat them right, give them life, because food is life. That's how we live. We need food to live. So I'm big on that. Very big. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of my spinach. Finish it up. Finish it up. As my empress say, I'm spinaching it up. Which is right. And you just, this all you do. You don't put your spinach on high heat. You let it slowly shrivel down. And this how you just saute spinach. Spinach is really good, even if you have it like this, not high heat. Just be patient. Patience is indeed a virtue. It's almost there. A little longer. Look how pretty this is, family. Ooh, delicioso. And the almond oil give it a beautiful, unmatched flavor. We have it on super low, so it takes a little time to shrink on down. In the meantime, we're going to continue to work on our mix. Be ready to rock and roll. It's almost there. Do you like spinach? Thank you, family, for the love and support. Thank you. Thank you. You all guys are always just amazing. So our spinach is done. Done. We're gonna put it in a container. Doesn't this look delicious? A few pieces in there. Add a little bit more almond oil. We're good with the almond oil now. We can put it away. Gonna let our skillet become hot again once more. And goal is, my loves, always try to, as much as you can, invest in some good healthy oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower seed oil. Those things are really good. With a few spinach pieces in here. Okay, here's our nice egg mixture. And I turn the heat all the way down now. We'll let the bottom get a little hard first. Semi-hard. It's on super low, so it's not gonna be too. See? Okay. Now we're gonna move it over. Okay. Gonna flip this, flip it over. The heat is low, super low. Hey family, I have this mixture of finely grated sharp cheddar and a fiesta mix. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit on here, just like that, as it's slow cooking down to serve as a barrier. Gonna add some of our spinach on here. We're gonna kind of spread it out a little bit. We're adding some spring onions to here. And it's on super low, just literally on warm, so it won't dry out the flavor. We're adding some fresh diced jalapeno. It's the Indian in me, y'all. We love our spices. And something I've been working on, you see the seeds? They're great. Seeds have so much medicinal purposes. Don't throw away your seed. Use them on your meals or give them back to the earth to produce something new. And it's just going to be a light sprinkle now. Don't need anything else. Just a light sprinkle. Voila. Voila. And that's it for that. We're going to remove it. Okay, time to remove it from it. Okay, and this is how it looks. Sprinkle a little bit of greenery, fresh parsley. Voila. All right, let's get our other skillet on. Because as I was saying earlier before, is that when you're heading out to dance, to move, to do a high intensity workout, you need carbs, protein, you need everything. You don't just need protein, you need carbs as well for energy. That's how you're going to get your additional energy. But you can mix it up, but you can't just have all carbs, all sweet. Mix it up some. Okay, letting our skillet get hot. Okay, and I will be spraying with my olive oil spray, extra virgin olive oil spray instead of butter. I've been limiting. It's just when it's something that costs her, I use a little bit, or if I'm baking, but I always now use some form of healthy oil. All right, our skillet is getting hot. The goal is not to have it on too hot. And to our mix, I had already added our cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg. And the thing is, you can make this as thick or as soft if you like it. You can turn it into crepes. You can turn it into flapjack cakes, crepes or flapjack cakes. Crepes are pretty good, you know. I know them a few times in a class. They're pretty good. I want to be a little bit less thick, just a tad bit. And if you have some orange, get a nice fresh glass of orange juice, We normally, how I was brought up, which I see the benefit in it, we drink something hot in the morning, always something hot in the West Indies. We never drink cold water, cold liquids in the morning. Either it's a hot cup of water with fresh squeezed lemon, or we just drink a hot cup of tea, something straight from the tree to the pot. Yeah, we don't drink, a lot of sweet, sugary, creamy stuff. We don't do it. It wasn't a practice that, we did in the community that I was raised in. Always break your fast with something healthy. You can't be fasting for 9 hours and then you're breaking it with, something that is not sweet and loaded with sugar. It's gonna spike your blood sugar and gonna send you feeling and acting cuckoo. Yeah, because your body responding to overload. So try to break your fast with something that's not so sugary. Break it first with something that has protein, iron, something like that first. Then, you can have something sweet later, but don't break it with sugar. And break it with something warm, warm liquids. All right, we're going in now. Skillet is hot. And in here, I'm sprinkling some blueberries and some finely 85% miniature cacao morsels. They give a nice crunch. We're gonna wait till it's almost completely. You can see the back of it. That's when it's done. When all this little liquid is dried out, that is when it's done, and that's when you move it. Okay, I think it's time. It's time. Time to flip this baby. Look at that. golden perfection. You don't stay out too long on the other side, so we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, this one is done. Let's take it out. Gonna spray. Look at the blueberry removal. Gonna sprinkle the rest of this little cacao in here. Uh-oh, we dropped some. Okay. We're adding our blueberries. More cacao in this one than the blueberry. Cacao morsels. And we're not gonna flip it until it's completely, this liquid is completely up. Okay, we're almost there. A few more minutes. Okay, let's flip it over. Nice and golden, golden. Okay, let's remove this pretty one. Probably one more, and that's it. That's a pretty blueberries. Blueberries, white chocolate. It's almost done. This is our last one. This one has the blueberries and the white chocolate more. So the other one had the 85% cacao, chocolate, and blueberry, dark chocolate. Mixing it up for my chocolate lover and my white chocolate lover. Mixing it up. And after this one, this is our last one, and we're finished. Okay, this one is almost done.